Dragon Oracle here, beautiful souls. I'm so fucking scared I can't think. Really, I am terrified. I'm scared shitless. That was my experience. 2 years living in that homeless shelter. Even after I went to the police, they told me, okay, go to the courts, etc. And they tried to get this man because I felt so helpless, so alone. I didn't have anyone to lean on. And he was strong, so I leant on that shoulder. Only problem was he was abuser. He was an abuser. He was an alcoholic. He was a killer for hire. Looking at that nigger, you would never believe that. And you know the damn thing is, there was never anything intimate between us because you're living in a homeless shelter. And plus, I said, I don't want to have anything to do with you. The only fucking problem was, after I cut the ties and he walked away, you know what I did because I was feeling so alone? I called that motherfucker back. And he made it clear to me, and he said, you see, I'm walking away and you're calling me. So that abuse and that being beaten up and hit and run down in the streets and absolutely terrifying other excursions, stalking me, all sorts of stuff, slapping me up in the street. I still used to go to the police after every incident and report it. Nobody understood it. But you see what was devastating in all that? Every time that man spoke and turned my guts to water in terror, you know what it was? It reminded me of growing up with my mother. Even the words he used to use reminded me of my mother and the abuse that I endured as a child. That is childhood trauma. And that is what fucks us up every single time. Because we think it's over. It's never over. Until we embrace that scared little child and identify how we are reacting now as adults and the memories that surface. Because you see, when we don't deal with the memories and when we don't identify, oh, you know, that what just happened there reminded me of when I was a child. It tells you immediately that the incident, whatever it was in your adult life, actually sent you right back to childhood and you started acting like that child. If you all look at the review from this Dr. Trisha Working, PhD, in a beautiful pink top, I think it's on my feet here, she is talking about how I helped her with childhood trauma. And why I bring it up? Because I didn't know all of that. I was just doing my job. I bring it up because, in fact, she admitted on video that she didn't realize for her decades of life, she was always acting like her 5-year-old child who had been abused for a long time. Beautiful souls, this is what it's about, healing. So I just have to come on to tell you, to share with you that you are not alone, you are not the only one. There are many of us, too many fucking many of us that are going through this still. You gotta deal with it, you gotta face it, you gotta identify the triggers. And what I mean by that is, when something happens that reminds you of your childhood, because that man used to even use the words my mother used, and they didn't know each other. Hello, Joan Harrison. And so, listen, this is the time to heal yourself, okay? Namaste. Have a beautiful, blessed day and weekend, Joanne. Ciao.